Prince of Darkness on the Scream Factory DVD. John Carpenter, you are the master of horror. Seriously, name one film he's been a part of that has sucked. Okay, he produced it though! Prince of Darkness is one of those films that comes out in the late 80s and it's trying to be all thought-provoking when the real message of the movie is that there's this green goo that's being hidden inside an old abandoned church, and once it's released it will rule the world with evil. But the film tries to make it more convoluted than that. It tries to make it like this, I don't want to say prophecy, but more like this message that we should have received. A prophecy. I'm not about to question this film because it's not like it's that difficult to understand. It just acts like it's supposed to be very difficult and hard to understand, when the reality is it's these group of people who are trying to study this green liquid and shit hits the fan. And I like the fact that there are so many characters that are expendable because then you get a bigger body count. Some of the scenes are pretty gory and disturbing and violent and Alice Cooper-ish. Oh yeah, that's right. Alice Cooper's in this movie as one of the hobos that follows Satan, I guess. I don't know why they're hobos that are being controlled by the mind. I don't know. It's kind of weird. This movie is filled with a ton of what the heck is going on moments. There's this scene where 3 guys are standing outside, and then 2 of them go inside, and the other one just stays outside to have a bud. And he looks up and sees one of the women who's already been possessed, and she's like, and the guy's like, and then you see Scissors like, and then it's weird. But that's not the only weird thing the guy does. Eventually he's possessed, and he does some pretty freaky ass shit. Pray for death. That's not really how it happens, but that's the gist of it. I hope you get it. What the fuck was that last part? I'm the Prince of Darkness. Although a lot of the characters are expendable, there are a few that are pretty cool, such as Donald Pleasance, John Carpenter favorite. He's one of the priests in this movie, and he tries to be badass by the end by chopping off some of the demon's arms and legs, but the demon's like pulling Houdini on him. He's like, oh yeah. Pray for death. But Donald Pleasance is pretty much the best actor in the movie next to Victor Wan. And unfortunately, I believe it was Lisa Blount, the redhead in the movie. She died in real life. Not because of this movie, but she's passed away. Yeah, and there's a lot of good actors and actresses that just are not. They kind of sometimes act like they're phoning it in. Like Lisa, and I think his name is Jameson. They get in a love interest, and it feels so forced, like happens within a scene, and they're already sleeping together. But you can't forget the black guy. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Views and subscribers, baby. Views and subscribers, baby. Let's wrap up this review, shall we? Prince of Darkness has some very odd atmosphere, but it works in its favor because the movie itself is odd. The characters, while most of them are forgettable, some of them are pretty generic, and also there's like 1 or 2 that's really good. The gore is interesting. There's some very disturbing scenes in this movie, especially the blonde girl and all the decaying and the freaking thing that coming out of her. I don't really remember what comes out of her stomach, but she has like this thing growing inside her, and it makes her stomach grow out and out. It's one of a kind. Overall, I give Prince of Darkness a 3 out of 5. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below and to leave comments and subscribe.